Good morning, class 8 students. I'm your maths teacher, and in this video, we'll see more about rational numbers. This is part 2. In part 1 video, we have already seen addition, subtraction, and multiplication operations over rational numbers. And we know that addition, subtraction, and multiplication of rational numbers give us a result which is always a rational number. So let's see the division of rational numbers in this video. Division of rational numbers may or may not be a rational number. So till now when we see addition, subtraction and multiplication, the result was always a rational number. But here division, they are saying that it may happen that the result is a rational number, and it may also happen that the result is not a rational number. So for that, let's see an example. If we divide any number by 0, result is this infinity. This is the symbol of infinity. Okay. So when you divide any number, you take any number from the universe. I have taken 5. You can take any number from the universe, 1, 2, 3, your birthday date, any number, 100, 250, whatever, any number which when divided by the number 0. Okay, any number divided by 0 gives us this not defined or infinity. And this infinity is not a rational number. I want to make you remember that this 0, you have already studied that 0 is a rational number. So when we are dividing 5 by 0 or any rational number by this rational number 0, we are getting a result that is not defined. So they are true. This is true that the result of division of rational number may not be a rational number, but sometimes it is such that the division of rational numbers results in the rational number. Let's see for an example, 5 by 6 divided by 2 by 3. So this is clearly in the form of p by q. 5 by 6 is in the form of p by q. 2 by 3 is also in the form of p by q. These are rational numbers and we are dividing them. So let's see how to divide when the question is in this format. So we can change this division into multiplication. How? Just by taking the reciprocal of the second rational number. So this rational number we have to keep as it is, 5 by 6. This division we have to change into multiplication, and we have to take the reciprocal of the other rational number. So here it was 2 by 3 and I will make it 3 by 2. And then you know how to multiply the rational numbers. We have seen in the last video only. So just multiply the numerator with the numerator and denominator with the denominator. You have to multiply. So here the numerators are 5 and 3. So multiply 5 with 3, we'll get 15, and multiply the denominators 6 and 2 and we'll get 12. So we can further simplify this in the form of 5 by 4, and this is in the form of rational number, that is in the form of p by q. So see, this division sometimes is resulting in infinity and sometimes in the rational number. So sometimes the result is not rational number and sometimes it is a rational number. Okay, I hope you understood division of rational numbers. Now let's move on and see some properties of rational numbers. I believe you have already seen, but let's see it once again. The properties of rational numbers are closure property, commutative property, associative property, distributive property, additive inverse, and multiplicative inverse. We will start with the first property, that is closure property. Before understanding the closure property, tell me that do your parents allow some strangers to come inside the house? I'm sure the answer is no. If someone is a stranger to us, why will we allow, or why will our parents allow them to enter the house? The door is always closed for the strangers. So you can understand the closure property by, by this example. The sum of any two rational numbers is always a rational number. It is not some stranger. So if we are going to add some rational numbers, the result is also a rational number which is familiar to us. The result is not something stranger. Okay, so that's why this property is called as the closure property, the closure property of rational numbers. So when we take the sum of any two rational numbers, we have seen earlier also, the result is always a rational number. Let's see once again. For example, a by b and c by d, when we add them, the result is x by y, which is a rational number. For an example, 2 by 5 and 6 by 5. These two are in the form of p by q or are the rational numbers. When we add them, how we'll add them? Just add the numerators because the denominators are same. So 2 plus 6 gives you 8 by 5. So this 8 by 5 is again in the form of rational number or again in the form of p by q. So we can say that this is closed. Okay, the sum of any two rational numbers is always a rational number. Sum of any two rational numbers is closed under closure property. Difference of any two rational numbers is always a rational number. So when we take the difference of the two rational numbers, we take the same example. So here a by b minus c by d, we are getting again x by y. So this x by y is again in the form of rational number. So we can say the difference of any two rational numbers is always a rational number. For an example, 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5. So again the denominators are same. You can subtract the numerators, 2 minus 1. So you will get 1 by 5, which is again in the form of rational number or p by q. Similarly, product of any two rational numbers is always a rational number. That means when you do the multiplication of the two rational numbers a by b and c by d are in the form of rational numbers, and when you multiply them you will get the again the rational number. So here you have to multiply the numerator with the numerator, 3 into 2 6, and denominator multiplied by the denominator, so 4 into 5 gives us 20. 6 by 20 is again a rational number. So this property, this product of two rational numbers is also closed. Then is division. We have seen the division of the two rational numbers can be a rational number or can or may not be a rational number. So may not be a rational number, we have already seen an example that we take any number from the universe and divide it with the rational number 0. We get infinity, which is not the rational number. Infinity is not the rational number. So this division of any two rational number is not closed. It is allowing some stranger to come inside. So it is not closed for the strangers. Division is not closed for the strangers. Okay, I hope you have understood this closure property of rational numbers. Let's move ahead to the second property. So second property is commutative property of the rational numbers. So addition is commutative. Addition is commutative means if we change the order of addition. Here we'll do nothing but just change the order. Change the order of addition. Let's see how. A by b plus c by d. So these were two rational numbers, a by b and c by d, and we have added it. Definitely this is going to give some rational number because we have studied that sum of any two rational numbers is a rational number. And now see, on the other hand side, we are just changing the order of addition. We have kept c by d first over here, and then we have kept a by b, and we have done the addition only. So we have just changed the order. Changing the order means the rational number that we were keeping behind, we have just moved it ahead. Okay, let's understand this by an example. So see, this is the rational number 1 by 2. We have added it with another rational number 3 by 2. Here also denominators same. So just add the numerators. 3 plus 1 gives you 4 by 2. Just copy the denominator. 4 by 2 can also be said as 2. So this is the result. Now see, again we are changing the order of addition. So we have kept 3 by 2 ahead this time, plus 1 by 2. We are adding the numerators. We get 4 by 2 or just 2. So we can say that this RHS is equal to the LHS. So when we change the order and the result is still same, we say that addition is commutative. Then is subtraction. We'll see that subtraction is not commutative. So that means if we change the order of subtraction of the rational numbers, the result will change. Let's see for an example. So it is not equal. 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. These are two rational numbers where the denominators is 2. So just subtract the numerators. 1 minus 3 will give you minus 2. Here minus 3 is bigger number, so the result will be in minus. Minus 2 by 2 or minus 1. And here we are changing the order of subtraction. So we have kept 3 by 2 first and then we are subtracting 1 by 2 from it. So 3 minus 1 will be 2, positive 2, and just copy the denominator as 2, so the result is 1. Now you can clearly see that minus 1 is not equal to this 1. Okay, so this RHS is actually not equal to LHS, and hence the subtraction is not commutative. Okay, so addition was commutative. Even if we change the order of addition, the results are same. But when we change the order of subtraction, the results are not same. So subtraction is not commutative. Similarly, see commutative property for multiplication. Here also a by b and c by d are multiplied. These are two rational numbers. And again we are changing the order of multiplication. We have kept c by d ahead this time and a by b behind. Let's see for the example. Here 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. These are getting multiplied. So just multiply the numerator with the numerator. We'll get 3. Here denominator multiplied with the denominator will get 4. So 3 by 4. Now we'll change the order of multiplication. So we have kept this 3 by 2 ahead and 1 by 2 behind. Now again multiply the numerators. 3 into 1 is 3 and 2 into 2 is 4. So 3 by 4. So you can see the result is same. RHS is equal to LHS. So if we change the order of multiplication, the result does not change. Okay, so multiplication is commutative. On the other hand, when we take division, division is not commutative. How? When we change the order of division, here we were dividing a by b with c by d, which these are rational numbers, and now we are changing the order. We are dividing c by d with a by b, so the results change. Okay, let's see for an example. 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. So this division can be changed into multiplication by taking the reciprocal of the last number or the second number. So here 3 by 2 was there, we have converted into 2 by 3 or taken the reciprocal. Now just multiply the numerators. 1 into 2 gives us 1 and 2 into 3 gives us 3. So this becomes 1 by 3. Then we change the order of division. We divide 3 by 2 with 1 by 2. We have kept 1 by 2 behind this time and 3 by 2 ahead. So here again we will change the order of division into multiplication and take the reciprocal. So 2 by 1. So we will get 3. Clearly we can see 1 by 3 is not equal to 3. So RHS is not equal to LHS. So division is not commutative, whereas multiplication is commutative. Okay. So I hope you have enjoyed the video, and based on this video you can solve these questions. Verify each of the following, fill in the blanks and divide the following rational numbers. Thank you for now. We'll continue the chapter in next video. Thank you.